Welcome to the SyFy Sistas live show.
Hey, everybody. I know I danced to the new music, too.
I love that music. I love it.
I do.
Everybody.
I love the horns. That's
Yeah,
what I love so much about it.
That's great. We love the music. Hi, everybody. Yes. Welcome to the SyFy Sistas live show on a good old Tuesday night. I'm Sister Tamia. I'm joined today by Sister Yvette.
Hello.
And Sister Sabrina.
Woo, woo.
Didn't know where that was going.
And y'all can hear that the transporter gremlins are trying to mess with Sabrina's stuff again. So, screw them.
Right.
I told guys, we keep telling people stop feeding them after dark, and yet people still keep feeding them after dark. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
So, it's ridiculous. It's really nice to see everybody. We've got a really good show for you this week, and I want to let you know that this week, the live show is sponsored by the Transporter Room. And the Transporter Room is your ultimate destination for weekly interviews with Star Trek fans and actors, plus in-depth reviews of every Star Trek series and film. That's a lot.
Exactly.
That's a lot of stuff. What's up, Transporter Room? Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Y'all, Trek Long Island is our official 2025 convention partner. So please save the dates from May 30th to June 1st and get your tickets now. And photo ops, you guys, are right now available to purchase. And so remember to get your tickets also to the Starship Fabulous Dance Party on Saturday, which is going to be super cool. Yeah. I can't wait for Trek Long Island.
Get those tickets. Get those tickets now. Don't wait. Vendors, get your tickets if you want space. So I just wanted to bring this up about the vendor room. Now, the vendor room is different this year. So the signing is going to be in the same room as the vendor room. So that'll bring more traffic into the vendor room. So hopefully if you're a vendor, go ahead and get your spot now. Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, I like, again, I really can't stress enough how important it is for these conventions, especially the smaller conventions like this, to have people pre-purchase their tickets and purchase them early, because everything that goes on at these conventions really relies on these ticket sales. So I really hope that you guys decide to come to Trek Long Island this year. It is rapidly becoming my favorite fan convention. And I mean, it is my favorite at this point. I mean, it really is. There's no equivocating about it. Like, it's truly, I love it. I hope you guys love it too. I hope you join us this year. Yeah. So, we've got a great show tonight.
Definitely.
I'm really excited.
I am too.
Yep. We got a bunch of great folks joining us tonight.
Great what?
Folks. What did I say?
Okay.
I just let it go.
Right? I don't know what she said.
I was like, wait, what did I say?
Ooh, when you look back at this, you'll find out what you said.
I said folks.
You said something else, but we're going to move on.
Well, that wasn't intentional. I said folks, a bunch of great folks.
That's what we heard. That's what we heard.
Okay.
That's right. Damn Skippy. Wash your ears.
Oh my goodness. I'll put an E rating on this thing.
No,
all right.
The word was FOLKS.
Okay. All right, come on.
Okay, anyway, we're going to have we have some really cool people with us tonight, and they would be all these here producers of the upcoming Trek Talks 4. Whoop,
Yes.
whoop, whoop.
Are you going to name them, or should I just bring them in?
Benefiting the Hollywood Food Coalition. We have the Trek Geeks themselves, Bill Smith, Dan Davidson. We have Mr. John Champion from the Roddenberry Podcasts, and we have our friend Laurie Ulster from TrekMovie.com. Whoop, whoop. What's up, peoples?
All these people.
Good
I
evening,
know.
Phil.
Up.
It's
What's up?
folks. Folks.
Folks.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought it was Filks. I'm
No,
sorry.
wait a
I
minute.
heard
I heard Filks.
I
I
felt
heard
like
Phil.
a Filk when you
You
said it.
heard
Yeah.
Phil?
Ooh, buddy.
Okay.
And look, and I have to take you way back to one of my first sci-fi conventions I ever went to. We're talking in the 80s. There was a Dixie Trek, and there was Atlanta Fantasy Fair. And I'm figuring out what convention fandom is like. And there's screenings, and there's a vendor room. And I look on the list, and there's Filk singing. And I had to ask, like, what is that? And somebody explained it's folk singing, but they're parodies of sci-fi things. And I just thought, I want nothing to do with any of that.
Get me out.
So I'll just hang out in the dealer room, or I'll watch screenings
me
of
when
old
it's
Star
over.
Trek and Doctor Who. Nothing
Right.
to do with the Filks.
I'm going to start Filkisms on the show, I think, pretty
Ooh,
soon.
buddy.
Okay, yeah. Instead of the Farkisms or in addition
Yeah.
to the
Oh
Farkisms?
boy.
Oh, just in addition, why not?
Don't encourage him.
No.
Just for Bill. Just for Bill.
Thank you. I feel like the center square here tonight. This is amazing.
Is that right?
You're Alice.
So special. Welcome to the show, good peoples.
And,
Wow.
and Dan.
And Dan.
And Dan.
And Dan.
And
Poor Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
Hi, Ted.
It's always
Ted.
great to see the
All right,
three of you.
Ted.
Hey, Ted.
And Laurie.
Thank
Ted.
And
Wow.
Sabrina. We can't hear her, but she can type.
well, that makes up for the fact that I can't join the chat because it won't let me.
Oh, poor
So you
baby.
can hear me, but I can't type.
Oh.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Here you go.
all right. There you go. All right.
Listen, I've been crying about it for an hour.
Poor baby.
Okay, I just noticed a minute ago.
I'm reading the chat over here. Who's Cassandra? Frakes, I'd like to ... Getting a little
Yeah, I saw
spicy in
that.
here already.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Okay.
she's one of us.
Oh, Sabrina. I know. Well, you pretty much have to stay out of it because can't nobody hear you anyway.
One.
Oh no.
Oh, we heard that.
I can hear it just fine.
Just fine.
Just
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Oh
so
no,
these
not
people,
after dark.
these people have been. Honey, it's always after dark when we're around. Just saying. Do you know us? Have you met us?
Cheers
You
to
do.
that.
You know. These fine people on this screen, the 5 of them have been working and talking about Yvette. Yep. John. Yep. Bill. Dan and Laurie have been working
Mostly
very,
Laurie.
very hard. Look, I am trying to be politic, people. I am trying to be nice.
Okay.
All right. Present a unified professional front, damn it, please.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Shape up, people. Jesus.
You didn't say you wanted professional.
Right? It's mostly
Plus extra.
It is mostly Laurie. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, mostly Laurie has been working really hard behind the scenes on the upcoming Trek Talks telethon. I still say telethon, even though it's virtual. Like, whatever. It's still a telethon to me.
We do too.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
said it telephone. Yeah.
It's a good word.
Yeah. I mean, it is the thing, right? You
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
Okay. So, and it's number 4. And this is so it shall not be 3, nor shall it be 5, but 4. 4 shall it be.
It's gonna be one of those shows.
Wow.
You know, Monty Python invades my mind so much of the
Yes,
time.
it does. A lot lately, I see.
Yeah. Well,
a lot
it's
of
not my fault because they play them a lot on Pluto now. So anyway, so 4 years running. And Bill, Dan, tell us how it started. What happened 4 years ago that made you think that this was a good idea?
It depends on if you want Dan's version or my version. So Dan should go first.
Okay.
We want
All right.
both versions.
Yeah.
Well, my version might stray a little bit, but that's just the way I am. So during the pandemic, we had Jonathan Frakes on for our first live stream event that we actually ever did. And it was to raise money for Feeding America. We had a fantastic time. Frakes was awesome. We raised what did we raise, Bill? Like $5,000 or something like that for Feeding America.
Yeah.
Had a great time. And right after that show, we actually had John Billingsley from Enterprise on Trek Geeks as a guest. And while we were talking, we were telling him all about some guy named I don't know, I forget what his name, Dr. Flarks or something like that. I forget his name. We had him on our show and we had a great time talking to him. And we told him what we did with Frakes. And it became a conversation of, well, hey, maybe I can get a couple of my Enterprise buddies on, and we can do a similar version to what you did with Frakes to raise some money for the Hollywood Food Coalition. And that turned into a snowball of epic proportions. Instead of having 4 or 5 Enterprise people on, we ended up for the first one having 67 people from across the Star Trek spectrum. A 100% show up rate on our first show for Trek Talks 1. I guess that's like the TOS. It's just, everybody knows it's the first one, and it's just evolved ever since then. And it's been fantastic. Bill, I'm not sure if that strays very far from your version, the truth, reality. I'm not really sure, but that's what I'm going with.
You gave all the good parts, and so good on you. I know that's what you retain, Disney fan that you are. So after that episode with John Billingsley, Dan comes to me the next day. He goes, "We could totally do a telethon. Let's do it. We could do it." And I said, "Dude, we can't do a telethon." He said, "No, yes, we can." I said, "No. Us doing a telethon means I'm doing a telethon, and you're showing
Here we
up."
go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the truth comes out.
And
Well, I wouldn't
realistically,
say that, John.
it's pretty damn close. But it kind of a mishmash of the two versions is probably closer to the truth. But Dan and I realized very quickly that we'd need more help than just the two of us, and that's when we called Mr. Champion and said, "Can you guys help us with this at all?" And that's when it started to kind of take on a life of its own.
And I realized very quickly that I had no idea what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So, but I can put on a good show of just acting like I know what I'm doing. That's the real skill. And
That's the
and what
secret to life.
Yeah. And what it relies on, is just having good people who will do the hard work. So in comes Earl. In comes Laurie. In comes our expanding team, the SyFy Sistas, kicking off the show. That really is what that was all the icing on that enormous cake. Yes, pointing there.
Wait, no, there we go.
Yeah.
I feel like a weatherman.
Right.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
And our team has just gotten bigger and bigger, which is great.
Yeah.
Because then I think we all get to be a little more focused. That first year, it was a lot of fun. It was really exhausting, though.
Mm-hmm.
That first year almost broke me because Dan and I had a ransomware attack at work.
Yep.
And I was working
Right before
16
Christmas.
to 18 hours a day, 7 days a week from just after Thanksgiving all the way through to the end of February. And I totally melted down. I thought I was going to just quit my job 100 times. And in between all that, I'm producing a telethon and doing a majority of the graphics work and all that stuff. So it was a weird time.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
That was crazy.
Sabrina broke out a violin for you.
Thanks, Sabrina.
Oh,
Oh, and did I mention my dog died?
Oh,
oh.
damn.
Really-
He pulled
he really
the
did go
dead
through it.
dog
He went-
card.
Wow, he actually.
Right.
Wow, he's serious too. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
I know.
remember he went
It actually
through
did
that.
happen, but
Yeah.
it was.
Is anybody
telethon
here
was-
a country music singer?
I live in North Carolina now.
I'm just saying.
But it really was the only thing that kept me sane was doing the
I know.
telephone, quite
Yeah.
honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
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 But then the show that you guys put on, that all of you guys put on, because I didn't even join the group until last year for Trek Talks 3, was so good that I was like, how can I help with this? Because you guys did such a kick-ass job. So whatever you were killing yourself to do, it came out beautifully. And you raised
It
a ton
did.
of money.
Sure did.
That
Thank
there
you.
you that right there. That
Yeah.
right there. That's why we keep you around, Laurie.
I know.
I know.
It really
And
is.
And that's really the important thing, isn't it, guys? We talk about it. We have a great time. It's a lot of hard work. It's a great time the day of. You get to see all these great people. They always have fantastic stories. But the reason we're doing for it is such a big deal. Raising money for the Hollywood Food Coalition. I learned about it through John Billingsley. He explained it. He was president at the time, I believe, of the board. And his passion for that and helping other humans, which is exactly what we look forward to in the Star Trek future, is what it's all about. So to just be mentioned in any of this is incredibly humbling because of the good work that so many people do to put on this event to help those less fortunate than we are.
And John and Bonnie's energy and enthusiasm for this is unextinguishable. I mean, they're amazing. And for as much as that, not only have we done in past years for wait,
Really?
what did I say?
Love you, Jay.
Jay. Yes.
Love you, Jay.
Yes.
Don't
Jay.
listen to it.
No one unscathed. No one goes unscathed.
No. Of
Oh,
course
we can
not.
hear Sabrina now.
I know, right?
There he is.
Sorry,
But yeah,
John.
for as much as we've all done as part of the show, and I think we've really benefited from the team growing in the last year or two. It's been really nice to bring in more people who can spread out the workload a bit. John Billingsley, I feel like he takes on even more. And he's had more to do with the programming this year, more with just that direct outreach to people. And it always blows my mind that he's got the time to do that. He keeps acting and flying all over the world to do gigs here and there. And then
He still hasn't watched any Star Trek, so he doesn't know what we're all talking about.
Exactly. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. But then he's there when you need him. I mean, any time of day, he's there and he's got a lock on this. So he really is the ringleader. He's the glue for all of us.
I'm not even putting that up.
I agree with you.
I'm not even putting that up, Bob D. No. We're not entertaining that. No.
Let's pants.
I swear he does it just to make me mad.
Champion's not wearing pants right now. Don't let him fool you.
No. Yeah.
He's too classy for that.
I learned from the best. Yeah.
No.
That means you need superhero underwear to go with it.
Don't be ridiculous,
No,
Bill.
I can't see. Champion would always. He would have those silk.
Yeah.
Onesies.
Hefner
exactly.
type.
Exactly.
silk
Let's get
boxers
it right.
on,
It may
like
not
that.
be pants,
Right.
but
right.
we'll do it right.
Loungewear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loungewear.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hugh Hefner style.
Yes.
And
Well, of
suddenly
course,
I am
yeah.
learning far more about John Champion than I ever wanted to know.
There's so much to learn, though.
None of
he
it
said
None of
last
it
night,
good.
ba-dum-punch. Get your heads out the
John
gutter,
Chris-
kids.
Cassandra, you're my favorite now.
Oh my god.
She's the best.
Great idea booking all of us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Always.
know, right?
Always.
Thanks, Yvette.
Now you know what I go through every day.
All your damn fault.
Share the love.
It's like, who canceled and why did you book us?
This is supposed to be our off week. Oh my God. Oh no. People talk about naked and flocks. No, we're not. We'll
Okay,
move
see
on.
what you
No.
guys did? Okay. All
We're
right.
moving on.
Well, that's too bad. Okay, so for so I think that the show is, that the telethon is amazing too. Like, I mean, it's a real honor for the SyFy Sistas to be able to participate in it in all these years and to continue to participate. And then you guys stole Yvette and you continue to steal Yvette, and then we can't like really get any friggin' work done, but until she's done with you guys. So,
You
whatever.
here to yell at us?
I'm just saying, but good work, everybody.
What'd you say, Laurie?
Do you think any of us could actually steal Yvette? I mean, she pretty much showed up and said, "I'm not going anywhere."
Yeah.
I did.
That's kind of how
I
it
really
went.
did.
And
she
then
is kinda
booked all the
that. This is
talent.
true.
Not all of it.
True.
Some people. some people.
So this year, what are we looking forward to this year? Are we changing anything up? How have we grown in 4 years?
Wow.
I was only here.
I want you. This is
so I
a
don't
deep.
have to answer that.
Laurie's like,
So,
I'm like off the hook.
I don't have anything
Now,
to do with
you
the
know,
growth.
you're sitting on a panel with Tamia, so you have to expect these questions, right? You know me, right? This is what I do.
Yeah, I've
some-
heard.
something I really like about the way the show has changed in 4 years is that first
This is
year,
very true.
it was just us trying to fill all the gaps. Like, okay, we have all of these guests coming in. How are we going to do this? Okay, I guess you're hosting 3 things. You're hosting 3 things, and then John Billingsley has to jump in all the time.
Yeah.
What's so nice is that the broader the reach gets and the more people who want to be involved. I mean, think about it. As soon as the show goes off the air, we all hear from somebody who says, how can I contribute next year?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's great to look at our rundown and see all the moderators and just think like, oh yeah, like there's somebody else we can throw in and somebody else has got a great perspective. And I love having a celebrity hosted panel, well, one-on-one interview, Picardo and Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah.
That's inspired. I don't know
Yeah.
who's responsible for that in our group, but that is inspired, and I'm so glad that's happening. So
Yeah,
I can't wait
that's
to be
really-
there for that.
That's super cool.
I think the best thing that happened this year, and it's not just the telethon. Like John was saying, people come every year. We got a whole group, this big production team that has just taken on a life of its own. And I remember I think the second year, me and Bill were like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's get this graphic. You got this graphic? Got this? It was like, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. That type of thing. And then thank God Laurie came the next year. And then this year we have this whole production team that kind of understands, because we're podcasters, we don't really know. We're not young podcasters. We don't know what the hell, how this algorithm works. You're asking a lot from us. So, we got these people who do this, for a living and they volunteered. So I think that is what has really changed. And I think is really going to push the telethon to do more things, is that we have this production team that, we're thinking about the big picture and they're thinking about all the little minute things that have to go. And we don't have to do that anymore, and then be like, oh God, we didn't do that, but it's already been taken care of. So now we can deal with the producing of the show.
And the best part is we get to enjoy our own show.
Yeah.
Which was not the
Not
case,
a thing.
Not the case the first couple of years.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
It's nice that, the first year before we talked about bringing, Roddenberry Podcasts on as a partner, Dan and I were planning on hosting the whole thing wall to wall. And we're both like, did we really think we can do that? And we're like, no,
that would be
we
a train
can't do
wreck.
that.
You knew
That's
that
a
would be
terrible
awful.
idea.
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
And then we said, how can we make it awfuler? And that's when we brought on
Called
Champion.
Thank you, Bill.
We figured that we get Norman, and we wound up with John, and that was
I know. That's always the risk. There's always the risk when you contact.
It's always
Hi,
the risk.
Norm.
But I will say, everybody, if not for baiting Champion to come in and be part of this whole thing, we would never have gotten Earl. And I think it's
He's
very
the
easy
hero.
to say,
Yeah,
Earl,
he's
anybody
the
who
hero.
doesn't, anybody who
Earl.
knows the show,
Oh my God.
the great
yes.
job that is done with what you see on your screen and on your laptop and your mobile device. That's all from our tech guy, Earl. He is an absolute genius, and we could not have gotten lightning in a bottle any better than we did when we picked up that guy.
Oh,
I'm just going to put
He's
this
the
out there
best.
to the world. I still don't know how he does it, and he's been working for us since 2019. I have no idea how any of it works. And I keep asking Earl, like, just write it down somewhere. So there's a guide, a book somewhere, because Mission Log Live, any of our podcasts, any of the video casts, he does it all.
Job's
And
Honestly,
yeah,
if he wrote it down, you're not going to understand it anyway, because I know you. You're not that bright.
I can't read. I hand it to somebody else to read it, and then maybe I'll absorb a little bit of it.
He could record a nice audiobook for you.
He could. There
He
we go.
does have that voice too.
Great
I mean,
idea.
he's got
He
melted
does.
butter voice.
Oh,
He's
it's
great.
like butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, his
Yeah.
voice, yeah.
He's
Oof.
fantastic. So
Yeah, his voice is pretty cool. Get to hear it in the waiting room sometime when he's starting. You're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, who is that?"
Did
Right,
a radio
and-
DJ just show up? Yeah.
unflappable. He is
Yeah.
so unflappable. Anything is burning down around him. He's like, here, let me just move you into the other room. Boom. Incredible.
And by to
Yeah.
go live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remarkable.
he's the best.
Yeah.
You guys want to show everybody what's coming up? Show some graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Sure.
Do that. Do
I
that.
can't wait to see.
Well, that shut you up
That's
in a
my
hurry.
favorite one.
Awesome. Look at
I
that.
love this one. Oh.
Shut up.
Hey, there we go.
Who are they?
Oh,
I love this.
Look at
So those are the two hosts of the show, right? We got John Billingsley and Bonnie Gordon hosting this year. Right?
Awesome.
Yes.
Again.
Again, yeah, not like
Again.
it's new.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, who else could we get?
Oh, see, this is
Oh,
going to be a
beautiful.
great panel.
Yep.
oh, there
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah. It's gonna
Oh,
be a good
and
one.
our own Jessica Lynn Verde. Okay, let me just give a little backstory
Yeah,
here, real
go
quick.
ahead.
Indulge me.
Mhm.
So Larry introduced me to Jessica at San Diego Comic-Con years ago when she was there with the Improvised Generation. So any of you who knew that there
Oh,
was
yeah.
this
Oh,
improvised
yeah.
TNG show in town, and I was just immediately blown away by that show and by Jessica's talent, and we collaborated in any way that we could. And now, just within the last 6 months, Jessica has come on board as my associate producer. So
Oh,
she's
wow.
doing so much
Yay.
more
Nice.
with Roddenberry.
It's awesome.
She's great, and she is so good as a host, not just for our Orville show, but in anything she does. This is going to be a great panel.
I can't wait.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
she did the Doug Jones interview last year, which I thought was
Yes.
Mhm, she did.
wonderful.
Yes.
And I have to say,
yes.
my experience with her is that she is the very first person I met at my very first Star Trek Las Vegas. Like
Oh,
that,
no
it wasn't
way.
someone I already knew.
Oh,
Like she was
how
the
cool.
first person I met. She was awesome. I think she was talking about Spock being hot, and
Wait,
we were drinking
did you
a lot.
meet at? Was it at the Roddenberry stage?
It was
or
at the
just...
no, it was like at the bar.
Oh,
the night
of
before.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Where
And I was
else
like,
would you
oh,
be
these
trying to-
conventions are gonna be
Basically, that
fun.
was Champion trying to tell everybody that they should have been at his stage. But
That was
Right.
probably
Yeah, pretty much. Low level
the
flex.
late great
Right.
lamented Roddenberry stage. R.I.P.
Wow.
Long may
On
she
the
rave.
Roddenberry stage.
Yeah. Only in
right.
memories now. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. There we
Yay.
go.
Yes, this
Yeah,
one's
that's-
going to be fantastic, and
That's a-
and hosted by Sue.
yeah.
Women at Work,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you
is
know.
that a new headshot
Yeah.
of hers? That's an awesome picture of her.
Yeah, I
Right?
love that
Isn't it,
picture of
though?
her. Yeah, I
Yeah.
asked her for that picture because I couldn't find anything. I think we all were kind of looking, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna ask her. And so she sent
Awesome.
me this one and a Star Wars one.
And a
I was like,
fantastic book, too.
I think I have to use this one too.
But
I-
Nana's
you-
just one of the coolest people.
Oh
I mean,
my
come
God.
on. Yeah.
She's the best. She
Yep.
really is.
Yep.
We saw her. I don't know if you want to tell the story to Mia about the cruise, since we're telling stories. No,
You tell it because I'm not sure which story.
Wait, what
no,
is
never
this?
mind. Forget about it. I
Wait,
just thought
wait,
about it. No, we
you
don't
can't
want to
set
tell that
that up.
story. Never mind.
You can't set that up and not deliver.
No,
I
Joe.
know. Sorry.
So
no,
much for that.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it.
By the
See,
way,
this is
I-
what it's like
I wasn't
working with
listening.
Yvette.
I thought about it. I'm like,
Thank you,
"Eh,
Jay. You tell it.
whatever. Fine, I'll tell. Go ahead, Jay. Tell it. He don't
So
give a
I
shit.
do know that Bill is obviously a cruise fanatic like myself, and I do know that the Star Trek cruise has turned Nana into a cruise fan. So
she is. She's there every year.
yeah, and
Yeah.
she said that she would have never thought to go on a cruise, like in her civilian life on her own.
Right.
Mhm.
And then she did the Star Trek cruise as a guest, and she was like, "This is great."
Yep.
So she and her husband have now been going on
Nice.
cruises on their own.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you, she's one of the best people on the Star Trek cruise because
Mhm.
she loves talking to people. She's so open with folks. Like she
Yeah.
just like every time you see her, she's got this huge smile on her face. She's just happy to be there, happy to be around folks. Just like,
Yep.
oh yay. She makes it all worth it, just her alone makes coming on the cruise worth it, because not all the talent and actors are like that on the cruise. A lot of them are very insular. Yeah, I know. No,
let's talk names. Yeah,
no,
yeah. Come on.
I got you after.
Yeah, that won't be me. I'm just saying, some people you see that their names listed as a guest on the cruise, and you will see them at their allotted performance moments when they are when they have to work, and you will never see them again, like at all. Nope. But Mama Nana, she is out there living life and loving people, and we get to love on her, and she loves on us, and
she's
the
great
best
person. She's
She
extraordinary,
really is.
and that book of hers is unbelievable.
Oh my God, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you have not gotten that book, I don't know what's wrong with you. First of all, you need to
get
2.
I'm about to say, are you watching our show?
Yeah. First of all, you need to get 2 of them.
Right.
And
not
get
2. This book.
Put 1 on your coffee table because it is beautiful. It's heavy when even the paper is gorgeous.
Yes.
And then you need one that you can read, So I buy 2. Good stuff. Really good.
And then buy 3 because
it right here.
Right. And buy 3 because you really need to give one away as a gift.
Okay,
there is a Trekkie life.
Do I hear 4?
One for highlighting and then one for just reading.
And you got to bring one to Vegas for her to sign. So
right.
So that's 4.
To sign. This is
right.
Well, maybe ship it to Vegas. It's very heavy.
It is extremely heavy. I brought it on the cruise. It weighed down my
Dan, you should keep one in your summer homes. We're up to 6.
That's exactly right.
Well, I'll keep one in France as well.
Exactly.
See where this is going, right? Buy it.
Oh my God. Throw up another graphic. I want to I'm excited about looking through these because it's making
me just
me really...
get these sponsors out of the way here.
Oh, right. All right. Yeah, no, that's important business.
Very important business there.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, right on.
Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting panel.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this one. It's interesting.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Sabrina, how much are you freaking out over the fact that Dr. Cyan Proctor is going to be on this panel?
Oh my God, that is like the biggest get.
You're happy about that? I take it. I'm glad to hear it. You want to move on?
Yeah, we're gonna have to because
did you hear any of
that?
None of it.
Except for we heard yes. Oh my God, that's the biggest get, and that's all we heard.
Yeah, here we go. I'm really excited about this one.
I can't wait.
That's all I said.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This one I'm really excited about. There's a lot of reasons, of course, because of the we're finally getting the literary part of Star Trek on the show, giving the authors some shine, which I love, and of course Derek, our guy, is going to be on.
You say who? Look at Derek.
No, Derek. I love Derek. I had so much fun meeting him at conventions last year.
That guy.
Yeah,
and Una McCormick, I love her. David Goodman is good too. I mean, they did, and all those books are great.
All the autobiographies are so good. I'm so excited about this panel because as anybody who listens to Trek Geeks knows, I love the Star Trek literary world.
Me too.
So this is fantastic. I can't wait to listen.
If anybody walks away from Trek Geeks with nothing else, it should be
That's
that
it.
Dan
That's exactly
loves those autobiographies. Okay,
I take it as Dan reads because nobody probably would have thought that either, right?
You use audiobooks. You're not fooling anybody.
I'm going to take a bit of credit for this one because it was talking to Derek Tyler Attico that when I met him at Trek Long Island, I asked him his process, like how did you decide what events to include, and did you watch a million episodes? I was so curious about the approach, and I'd interviewed Una after she did the Janeway one, and I was so inspired by my conversation with Derek. One, I started working on a project of my own that I'm just still working at, but also I was like, I want to hear all 3 of these people talk to each other because maybe they were all wildly different processes. And I think it's such an interesting and unique literary job to take on, and everyone did such an incredible job. I mean, Derek's book just blew me away, and I love them all. So I'm very excited that these guys are going to be talking to each other.
Yeah, they all did a great job. I mean, they really did a great job, especially if you're a big fan of Star Trek. And then they just kind of gave you some other stuff. I mean, we know it's not canon, but just things to think about, you know. And I know with Derek, that was special for us because we got to read it before it came out. And
Cool.
I don't know how many times I'm reading and I'm texting Derek going, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. Oh my God, that is so cool. You know, I was just so excited. But the crazy thing is none of us read it when he gave it to us.
No.
Like it took us forever to go ahead and read it because we were so scared it wasn't going to be good.
Oh, that's not true. Speak for yourself.
Okay, well, I was so scared.
Don't be putting those words in my mouth.
Well, you know, the thing is, you have there's this big buildup, and it's your favorite captain, and you're hoping, oh God, please let it be good. Please let it be good. And it was fabulous. It was beyond anything I thought. When it was over, I called him and said, I can't believe you ended it here. I needed more, you know. It was so good.
I mean, that was the thing. Good. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but like you said, like it was so much more than good, you know. And it was there you go. You had no worries. It was amazing. And I know I use that word sometimes, you know, we use that word a lot, but it's I really was in awe when I read this book, you know, like it was that's what she was saying. But Derek, that was just her ass, okay? No, because she knows she's ornery as shit. So, you know, the rest of us already knew that you had skills and had every faith that it was going to be amazing. So anyway, it was great. Yeah. It was great.
I agree.
Definitely. Autobiography. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I said that the next autobiography should be the autobiography of Odo, so it should be the autobiography.
Yeah. You're fired.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'd read that.
I would read it at the second.
Hey, I'm curious. The moderator for that panel. What is their background or connection?
Michael DeSmook. I think that's how you say it. He does Star Trek gaming, I believe. Oh, okay. He's Derek's friend, and we got him to. He's very, very excited. He's read them all. He knows. Oh my God, he's just so excited about doing this. I mean,
that's awesome.
I think he's going to be absolutely fabulous on this. He has a big background in Trek, so I cannot wait.
Well, no pressure, Michael, but this panel means a lot to all of us.
Right? No pressure.
Oh, Duffy, that's a good one. Oh, look at Duffy.
He's a writer for RPG Star Trek Adventures.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
For the win.
It's the winning comment.
Yeah. Good one. All right, let's move on.
Yes, let's.
Now this is a panel.
Yeah.
Only Tamia could handle
Wow.
this gigantic panel, which there's someone else who isn't even in the picture yet, who's
right.
Blue Delbarrio just got added.
Yep.
So, but this is, good luck to me because this is going to be unbelievable.
She got this.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone can do it.
I don't think Ajala could look any better, and then this picture shows up.
I mean, she's interviewed most of the people already on this panel, so
Yep.
Yeah,
she should be okay.
She got this.
What a great!
I'm excited about it.
Be.
Yeah. I think it will be because it'll be a great interview, not because I have anything to do with it, but because these people are phenomenal human beings, and because what they bring to any space that they're in is always like, oh my God, that's a good one, Joel.
Oh wow,
good one, Joel. You can always count on Joel.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a good one. So
Yeah.
yeah, so these folks are phenomenal. But here's the thing about this panel is like I don't think this combination of this crew has been together like ever.
No.
No,
Wow.
not
Because it's like older Discovery and newer Discovery folks.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a
We wanted to get people from all the seasons, a little bit of all the seasons. So
yeah.
because it's a reunion.
That's
so-
awesome.
And by the way, I love the fact that even after this panel had been shaped and we reached out to people to be on it, that Blue found out about it and said, "I want to be a part of this."
Yep.
Yeah.
That
So did Sarah, and so did Ronnie.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
I love that people
Yeah.
know about the show, they know that this is happening, and they ask to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yep.
thrilling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love that crew.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
for
me
me,
too.
like that
Yeah.
they're so close to my heart, and I didn't think that anybody was gonna fill the space left by the DS9 crew of folks. But man, those Discovery crews, they really they're deep in me now.
Mhm. They're good
Yeah,
people.
They
just-
are all the nicest people
Yeah.
to be around and work with in
Oh,
any
absolutely.
capacity.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
incredibly generous and warm and good natured always.
Yep.
And I've said it before. What I love about these group of people, especially with Discovery, Discovery was the first Star Trek show when social media was everything.
Yeah.
Was
And
King, yes.
they
Mhm.
are so smooth with it, and they are connected to their fans. And on the flip side, they have to see all the BS that goes
They
on
put
with all
up
the
with a lot
trolls.
of shit.
They
Right.
do, but it's
Mhm.
really great to see such a group of people that are so dedicated to promoting their craft and the awesome job they did with this first series when it came out. 20 years after Enterprise went off the air. So yeah, very exciting.
be the leader.
That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So good. So good.
Whoop whoop.
Yay.
Yay!
Who is that
guy?
Hey, you know him.
Indeed.
I know those people.
That picture is so small.
Right.
Unlike his
Not
ego.
so tiny.
Only champion. Only champion.
No, I'm so happy to have a conversation with Heather and Matthew. For anybody who doesn't know who's listening to this, Heather and Matthew have headed up the Trektivism podcast for a little over a year now, and that will continue with more cooperation from the Roddenberry Foundation. And the whole point, we like to say that Trektivism is the umbrella under which all of these ideas, whether it's raising money for PanCan or Hofoco or just doing something locally in your community, you are inspired by the vision and ideals of Star Trek. That makes you a Trektivist. So we, Bob D, how dare you? So we love to hear the stories of people who are inspired in their fandom to do something in the real world. And that's what Heather and Matthew are going to talk about in our panel. That's what they talk about in their show every month. And there's more to be found if you look for the Trektivism handle at Facebook or find us on Discord. Join us.
Patreon, right? Aren't you on
Yeah.
Patreon?
Well, we don't have a Patreon, but
Oh.
pretty much all the social media handles, if you look
Okay.
for Trektivism, you will find us there. And join us, hear what Heather and Matthew have to say. And after that, download the podcast, join the Discord, because Trektivism can happen in large and small scales.
This is so true.
Good stuff.
There you
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Oh, good. Well, I can't wait for you to listen to our panel. And moving on. Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh,
Hey, who's
Check out that hat.
Our
Beauty
very
with
own.
Tootie right there.
And those glasses.
Who's that behind
I
those
love
Foster
that.
grants?
I'm in disguise. I'm in disguise as someone who doesn't mind having her picture taken.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
you ready? Go
I
on,
love
murder,
this
she wrote.
tribute to Jerry Taylor. This was a
Yes.
great idea. Because it's well deserved. I wish she was still, with us to do a tribute, when she's here instead of, that she's gone. But I'm so glad people recognize that she should be, celebrate it. Because
She was a mentor to
Yep.
like a lot of those people
Mhm.
too. So
Oh,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
beside myself at this collection of people and the fact that I get
Yeah.
to talk to them. I
Yeah.
am out of my like if you'd said to me 10 years ago, "Oh, you're going to talk to these 4 people." I'd be like, "You're insane."
Right?
I'm over the moon that you got to talk to Brian Fuller because he's
Yes.
been dying to get him on the show forever, and
Yes.
he's just love him,
Yeah.
love him. Yeah, he's a good one. He's
And
a
I
good
think
one.
I think they're all gonna have really good stories. And then the reason David Livingston was the last one to be added, and because we were looking for, I wanted to get beyond Voyager. Like I mean,
Mhm.
Brandon worked on TNG with her too,
Right.
but I wanted to get
Yeah.
beyond Voyager and also just writing and just
Mhm.
bring in someone else. And actually, it was Mary Howard who couldn't join the panel but wanted to, but the timing didn't work. Who said, "Ask David."
Yep.
Oh,
And then
wow.
because you guys all know David, I
Mhm.
just emailed him and he said,
Yeah.
like within 10
Sure.
minutes, he was like, "Sure."
Excellent.
Which
Maybe
I
you'll have a
also
Beatles
Yes, you
sweatshirt on.
will. Yes, you will.
I
Yes,
put
you
money on
will.
it.
Or a hat, something. All right, let's go back here. What's next?
Do tell.
Oh, this will be such a good one.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
going
This
to
is a
be
good one.
good.
I love when we do this. I love when we do these
Yes.
episode ones.
Me too. They're my
Um,
favorite.
Yeah, these are my favorite, and this is a good cast right here. This is a good one.
This is good. I bet you this is going to be similar to with Trek Talks 1, Bill,
The
when we
Visitor.
had the cast writing directors of The Visitor from DS9 on for the first time since they actually did the episode.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of have a feeling we
That
could
was
be
a
looking at the same
great
thing
one.
here. The only problem with this panel is none of those wonderful people that you're seeing on your screen are really going to have anything to say because Larry's hosting it, which means they'll never have a chance.
I was just about to ask how you're gonna
Dr.
have
Trek.
how you gonna have 4 people give up some stage time to Larry.
We love you, Dr. Trek.
Yes,
Oh, you did.
I love you, Dr. Trek.
Larry's awesome.
He's awesome.
Yes.
This panel is going to be good. That
Oh.
panel.
Oh,
And
my.
there we
There
go.
we go.
This is the coup de grace.
Yes, this is gonna be it right here. I cannot wait
Yeah.
to hear what these two are gonna talk about. You
With
know?
no moderator
No-
and John Billingsley hopes with cocktails before. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh.
well, knowing them, yes.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
we've all done these kind of things where if you have a particular guest on, it's just a wind them up and let them go
Mhm.
kind of
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
This is
Oh,
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You don't even
Those are
need
my
to.
favorite.
These two don't even need to be any winding. They just
No.
go.
No,
they don't.
just
Remember
go.
when we first interviewed Kate Mulgrew at like the very first time? I mean, like, but we've interviewed her twice now, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And like, so the first time she comes in, she sees us on the screen. She goes, "Oh, I love this!" Like, and then it was just Kate's show the
Nice.
whole
Right.
rest of the time.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've interviewed her a couple of times, like in depth about her books and things like that. And she's very commanding. And I always feel like if she just said, "Now, Laurie, I want you to run outside, jump up and down 3 times, and then come," I would have been like, "Yes, Captain." I would have run out the door and
Admiral.
come back and
Yes,
done.
Admiral.
Like whatever she said,
Yeah.
I was gonna do 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's gonna be awesome.
So I think that's it. That was it. That's the
Well,
whole.
is
That's
that
the
all?
lineup.
I think
Yeah.
the other
Is that-
thing we want to tell people though is that Armin Shimmerman, Kitty Swink, and Jonathan Frakes all went on site to the Hollywood Food Coalition with John Billingsley
All right.
and got a
Nice.
tour.
Bye, Bill.
Hi,
Bill has
Bill.
to
Hi
leave
guys,
us.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, Bill.
Take care.
See you on Saturday.
You got it.
All right, I pissed off Bill. Anyway,
Now that
But
that's
they-
done.
Thank God.
Yeah.
they got a tour
Oh.
of the Hollywood Food Coalition, and those videos are there'll be interstitials throughout the whole thing, so you'll get to see how that visit affected them and the work of the Hollywood Food Coalition with some of our favorite Star Trek folks there.
Yeah.
I also want to throw out one thing. I'm sure we're going to talk about it on Saturday also, but for those listening now, got to thank all the people involved. Everybody here on the screen, even the Bill who just left. All the people involved, all the people at Hollywood Food Coalition, all the people that are going to be guests on this show, and all the people that are going to sit down on Saturday and spend their time watching and giving hard-earned money to the Hollywood Food Coalition. Thank you for your flexibility for the need to move this out to this coming Saturday after the devastation that took place in Los Angeles back in January, that people are still dealing with and are going to be dealing with for so long. Everybody understood that it was the right thing to do to move it to this coming weekend. It's fantastic that we've gotten the support that we have for doing that. And I want to thank everybody ahead of time who is going to be spending the day doing all of this great stuff on Saturday. It's really important to point out the reason why we did have to move it.
Yeah, first contact day. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was really perfect. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I forgot? That we have some auction items. Does anybody here understand what's going on with this auction? Should I bring it up?
Not at all.
All right.
No clue. No,
I know there is an auction.
There is an auction.
And I know what some of the items are.
There we go.
So
there it is.
There is going to be an auction. Dan, probably Bill was the person to go through this, but it happens.
I know about one of that.
Yeah, because one of them is yours, right?
No, one of them is Bill. The auction, the autograph of all the Discovery actors. Over the course of several years, Bill got all of the Discovery actors to sign this special print that he ordered, and he wanted to do something great with it. So he has donated it for this auction for benefiting Hofoco. So that's the one that I do know about. I don't really know anything about the other two.
I know Tony Anthony Pascal from TrekMovie donated the Lower Decks one, which was sent out. I mean, a bunch of people got them when the show wrapped, but Mike McMahon and the main cast all signed it and sent it to people who had really supported the show.
Nice.
So Tony was happy to donate it. Yeah.
There's a Lower Decks one, a 30th anniversary DS9 banner, and a Star Trek Discovery. I guess that's a. You said that's a poster too, right?
Yeah, it's like a It's like a poster. Yeah, like a
poster,
15 by something or other.
And then these gems are also going to be there. I'm going to have to check out this Type 2 duster. Because that looks great. And then there's a gold-plated. I actually have that. 18 karat gold-plated XL 1701E, which is pretty good.
Nice,
it's pretty damn good. And then there's a Trek Couture. 5 different products, each item auctioned separately. Don't really know what that is, but it looks fun. I mean, and of course this. So don't bother with this one, the phase 2, because I'll be taking that. So
unless of course somebody outbids you.
Right. Of course, if you outbid me, don't outbid. I want that one. Yeah, so that's it. I think that's all I have for. That would be it. Yep.
There are some experiences too. I know that.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So there's there's a Magic Castle visit with Bonnie and John, I think.
Yep.
There's Watch What Happens Live tickets, which I was able to get for us.
Oh, cool.
Someone on our team, I don't know who got The Voice. Who got those tickets for The Voice?
Oh, wow.
Oh, probably. I think Lisa.
Maybe Lisa did.
I think it was, yeah.
For The Voice, and I think John goes to that with you too. So I think that's a big one. Yeah. Those are the ones that I know about off the top of my head.
Yes, it is the best ship.
Yes.
Wow. I think one thing I do want to make sure that everybody knows too is that just like in previous years, yours truly, your SyFy Sistas are doing the kickoff.
Yes, we are.
Show for the so we will be starting the day with you. So, and we expect you all to have some donations running in right away.
Oh, you know how it is. You come in with your donations now.
That's right. As soon as you see our pretty brown faces, bam, donate.
There you go.
Come on. And then share, spread the word, spread the word,
Yeah,
spread the word. And I would say to people who actually, we all know some people can't donate and they don't have any extra money. So share graphics, share images, share that you're watching, let people know what's going on, spread the word as much as you can.
Yeah. That helps. That helps more than you think it does. So we understand that, money is tight for everyone. And no donation is too little. That's another thing you need to know. But yeah, if you can like and share throughout the day, that helps us a lot, because it's a lot of work, and you never know who you're going to share it to. Like somebody who's going, oh, I didn't know this was going on, and they can donate to the cause. So, and I don't want people to forget the reason for the season is the Hollywood Food Coalition.
That's right.
There's a link in the description of this show. Please check out the link, find out what they're doing. They are awesome. Otherwise, I don't think none of us would be doing this.
The work they do is vital and ever expanding. They are constantly looking for new ways to serve the people who need them in a really respectful and loving way.
Definitely. And you said that right, in a loving way. The humanity of that organization is what really just captured my heart for them.
I think there might be a lot of people who watch Trek Talks and enjoy the show because it's a great show, and they're in another part of the country or another part of the world and don't realize how important what Hollywood Food Coalition does locally, but that has a ripple effect. It really does. So if you think, all right, well, if I give $5 or $10 here, you know what? In the moment, it puts a meal in somebody's hands who desperately needs it. It also provides services, whether it's handing out a meal and blankets, socks, a toothbrush, the things that they need to get through the day or get through the week. But it also provides part of the coordinating background that Hollywood Food Coalition has. So things like food rescue, helping other organizations in the area, and coordinating with larger organizations.
Because it's a real coalition.
It really is. It really is. So on this micro level, it is vitally important, and it is so I volunteered with them a few times, and it's so immediate and wonderful that you have that connection. There are people there who need the food, and you hand it to them and they get to move on with their day with one less thing that they have to fight for and worry about. But then you realize that bigger picture is that this provides them an opportunity to do something else, but it also provides HOFOCO, the organization, the ability to work with other organizations and to spread the word and really serve as a model for this kind of service in other places.
That's what I was going to say. Other places will see the way this works and realize it can work where they live as well.
John Billingsley always says it very well. It's like, we're all concerned about the conditions that lead to people who need, don't have a place to live. They need food, they need support, they need services. And those services are part of the picture as well. But you can't talk to somebody about what else they need if they're hungry, if they don't have the basics covered. So just being able to do that is that next step in the right direction. Bob D, you're absolutely right. Hollywood and the Los Angeles area, it is a thriving big city, and I learned several years ago when I moved here that it's something like 2% of the population who are connected to the entertainment industry. And even out of that 2%, you're talking about people who are not always working regularly because they can't work regularly. So when we talk about Hollywood, we're talking about a multitude of people from all walks of life who may need a hand. And I'm so grateful there's a place like HOFOCO there to help them. So give now, give during the show, give after the show, share the link. TrekTalks.net, hit the donate button, and make sure everybody around you knows about it.
Hey, we've even had Billingsley do like a striptease to raise money for HOFOCO
we'll never do that
at Vegas. So anything's on the table. So
but then everybody took their money back. So I'm sorry. I love JB.
Going,
Well,
going so well. It's going so well. We almost made it to the end.
Almost.
And then
Big
he
of a
said,
I heard some
Cylon
of
there
that.
for a moment. Yeah.
What's happening?
I
told
know
you
that
it's
we
those
have
gremlins.
we have a few podcasters in the chat, and I was wondering, maybe you guys can, hopefully you can take the link for Hofoco and put it in your descriptions of your shows this week, next week. Share it on your shows, talk about it.
Yeah.
That helps a lot, because then you got somebody who listens to your show or watches your show that doesn't know anything about it. They might not even be Star Trek fans, but this is more than just being a Star Trek fan. So, like I said, sharing that link, just telling people what's going on helps a lot. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you guys, I thank you guys for coming in tonight and gracing us with your fine presences.
Presences,
And,
presents.
Yeah,
and Bill.
presences.
Us
in
folks
all-
with our presences.
That's right.
in all honesty, anytime that we have the opportunity to join you wonderful ladies, we will do it. It's so good to see the three of you plus Laurie plus John, who I haven't seen in far too long.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be part of this for this kind of reason, where we get to be together and talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that Saturday is going to be just one hell of a day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a fantastic day. And, you guys are amazing people. Like, you're amazing even before you started doing this work. I love that we're associated with each other in the ways that we are, and I hope it keeps growing. And I'm really proud of all of you, because this event really is something to be very proud of. And it's really important. So, I love you guys. All right.
Oh.
So, yeah. Okay, that's enough of that shit. All right, so
I was waiting.
Let the insults return.
yes.
Back to your
Now-
regularly scheduled program.
Champion.
So,
Okay.
folks, thank you everybody for watching. If you're new here, please be sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell. Bell. Jesus, I cannot talk tonight. That thing, the bell, ding, ding, ding. That one.
That one.
For feel good, blurty fun. You never want to miss it. Also, if you want to get your brand in front of our loyal, passionate, and what do I say? Very, very smart audience, please consider sponsoring the live show. Whether you're a small business or an individual, you can be part of this vibrant community that loves to support the brands that they believe in. And this is true. And we're going to see this in action on Saturday, the 5th at Trek Talks 4. Y'all, please click the link in the show description or head to SyFy Sistas.com/sponsors to learn more about sponsoring us. It's been amazing to spend this evening with you all. Thanks for all the great comments tonight, you guys. You guys were hilarious tonight. You guys
They
were
were wonderful.
on. You guys were on.
Love that chat.
My
On
friend
like Donkey
Stephanie showed
Kong.
up, who knows nothing about Star Trek.
I love that. I love that. I
yay.
love when that happens.
Okay.
I
Oh,
love that.
plug the merch. Okay, we have merch available at our SyFy Sistas store. But I have, most importantly, if you can see it, some beautiful earrings from Ore Silversmith. We have jewelry, SyFy Sistas jewelry. So anyway, we love you guys. Okay, we're out of here. Peace, peace, love, and hair grease, my friends.
There you go.
Take care, everybody.
See you Saturday.